started in the middle of the pandemic, and I felt from the very beginning of working at Voicentric that being at home and not working in a physical space together was never an obstacle. I felt like people always made the effort to communicate, to reach out, to talk to each other about work, but also not about work, to check in. In the pandemic, that was really important, people's well-being when we were all stuck at home. But even now, I feel like everyone looks after each other so much in a way that feels genuinely caring. And I don't know if that's necessarily the case in other workplaces, that you feel like your colleagues do actually care about you and make the effort to reach out and take the time out of their day to see how you're doing.
I think that where quality is most important to me is in training sessions. We're trying to do a lot in training sessions, trying to give you a bit of background on the campaign. We're trying to give you some scientific insight into how the technique and instrument works without overloading you with information that isn't actually going to come up on the phone. I get a lot of joy out of delivering training sessions and also doing the research for them because, as a scientist, I love learning about new things. I love learning about new technology. And I think that kind of bleeds into the quality that comes out of the training sessions.
As a program manager, when I'm feeding back to the team, I do try to keep it as honest as I can. It's not in my best interest or anyone's best interest to shy away from difficult conversations and not be constructive, because we're all ultimately trying to hit the same goal, right? Especially as an employee-owned company.
I think since becoming an employee ownership, it really has opened up to be able to speak up, to have things like Q&A sessions where we really encourage everyone to bring forward any questions, to just pick up the phone and ask. That level of openness, I think, has increased even more. Despite working remotely, I feel that has improved.
There is a quarterly opportunity to speak directly to the managing director and ask questions, express concerns, etc.
Don't feel too worried when you just join, because you've been paid to join, and people like manager, project coordinator, or even just your teammates, people are really supportive, and I get feedbacks from my manager and project coordinator to know which part I can improve and how I can improve them, and if I need more knowledge about the systems, then they can give me a training for that.
It is very impressive to sit in a meeting room on a table with different ethnic and religious backgrounds and learning from each other, while also seeing that we all are able to work together, do the same thing, and have the business operations run on a daily basis. It is pretty fascinating.
Everyone that you work with, be it someone on the same level or the managers, the directors, everyone's approachable. You can talk to them if you've got questions, concerns. If you're just in the group chat on Teams and you want to have a bit of a laugh and a joke, we can do that too. You can be yourself around the colleagues that you work with, which is, it's very important.
There are opportunities to progress. There's a clear line guidance for the different responsibilities in the different roles, from ICR to senior advisor to project coordinator, etc., going up. So you can see these sort of things as targets, and you can go above and beyond and try and pick your head out above the parapet and then say, look, I think I'm okay and excited and eager to take on more responsibilities, and you won't be blocked and saying no, stay in your lane. You'll be sort of cultivated and sort of encouraged to do that. So there's a nice sort of ladder of progression, which I've personally experienced. But yeah, you can't do it in 4 years like this. I'm saying under duress, but they're lovely.